It is Kaguma versus Mirai, and
Victory lap time.
yeah, the bear got some heat on Mirai, and then Mirai basically said like, "Nah, it's my time." You
One,
know,
two, three. We don't give a fuck about none of that.
yeah, she just a whole bunch of heart, everything, and ended up getting the win. I really liked the match. Like, obviously, it wasn't as good as last year's Cinderella final, but speaking of Cinderella finals that I've seen, is better. I feel like this is better than the one that from 2019. I feel like it's better than one from 2020. But it was a very good match. And Mariah ultimately at the end ends up winning with like a spinning Michinoku driver. I don't know what she calls it, but like it's flashy and it's fun. And like
Yeah.
she's a kick ass power wrestler, man. She just really
Hey
is.
man, I think people they just gotta get ready because the Mirai push is starting, and it's like you got to get down or lay down, man.
And
That's,
people are.
and
Have you looked?
I've
Have you seen it?
Discourse is not
Have you seen it?
getting kind. People
Have
are
you looked at
upset.
the cage match rating? See people hate like why did Hazuki lose? Why did Natsupoi lose? Like it's like, hey man, like that's not. We can't push everybody all the goddamn time at the same time. I'm sorry. And like she came in, they're trying to they're going with her. And like gotta say, compared to the other pushes I've seen in Stardom, this is not nearly as, as bad as the stuff or as bad in quotation marks, right? Like y'all not really y'all wasn't living that y'all wasn't here for the Julia life. Y'all just weren't in 2020. Y'all weren't here for that. Y'all weren't here for that. Y'all weren't here when Donna Del Mondo wasn't dropping falls. When Shuri, Micah, and Julia wasn't dropping falls until Grand Prix, and they showed up in January. What are we talking about?
A lot of Mariah discourse going on, and
She's over.
yeah,
She
like
shows up in the matches, the crowd's clapping her in clapping to her music, and clapping in the cadence of her music when the music's not playing.
I'm not gonna take
Y'all are
that route
wrong.
with it. Yeah, like, I'm gonna say like I didn't know who Mirai was before she came to Stardom, and yes, I'm a novice.
Right.
Feel free to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about or anything. But in the matches that I've seen of hers, they've just always been impressive. Each
Right.
of them, they threw in the deep end with Shuri, and we should have known then. It was like,
Yep.
oh, it was like 4.5 or 4.25 or whatever, and like I think it was. She's just been very consistent and solid through every like appearance of hers that I've seen, and I think it's just would I have liked to see Starlight Kid possibly win something like this? Sure,
Yeah.
but like if there's anyone that has a track record of pushing the right person, I feel like of late, it's fucking Rossi. Like he fucking picks fucking Saya Kamatani, and that shit ends up working out. He picks Utami.
Picked
and that
Utami.
shit works.
Picked Julia.
Shuri. Like he knows what he's doing, man. Like
Picked Hoshiki. Like
yeah, going further back. Yeah, like it's like yo, it's gonna be
picked
fine.
Momo when Io was leaving. Like I'm sorry. Like
it's gonna be fine. I promise. Like,
how much more does this company have to grow from quarter to quarter for y'all to stop acting like these are mistakes? Like I understand it's not the end all be all, but it's like this roster is insanely loaded. You can literally pick any of like 15 people to be on top. Well, that might be too far. Let's say 12 right. Or 13. You pick any of a dozen people to be on top as a white belt champion, as a red belt champion, even time. That's everybody is that overqualified, and they're going out here and be at top in the main event, some main event positions, and have kick-ass matches. And then what? After 9 months, you just want everybody to be like a 4-time champion? Now, like I seen people talk about like the pay your dues thing or whatever else, and it's like, sure, but if it was the other way around, she came in and she was a number 3 on a roster just doing jobs, why would anybody want to come here anymore? I just paid my dues. I just paid my dues for 2 or 3 years, in Tokyo Joshi Pro and got fucking nowhere. Or no, not 3 years, like 2 years. It got nowhere. Now I gotta go somewhere else and sit. Might as well fucking stay.
Yeah.
If I gotta start all over again, like, look, man, they've given her the ball. She's ran with it and picked up a whole lot of yardage for what they've given her. I ain't mad at her, right? Like, if you had asked me, I would have preferred that Natsupoi Haruzuki won. But if any of these 4 had won, I've been okay with it because all 4 of them would have been good choices.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the downside, like especially like with Mirai's body of work that she's had in just a short period of time. So if you want to try to like get somebody else up and running, because it's always about like we know how this promotion works, and motherfuckers could be here today and then you're gone, like UGK says.
Right. Yeah, so I didn't get it. The people that like don't like her push, whatever else, because this is nothing compared to like this is nothing compared to what was happening with Utami and Julia and Shuri. Nothing. Like, Julia has literally beaten everyone that's ever like gotten a pinfall over her. Like the 6 times it's ever happened. She's been around with the company for over 2 years now. They have 100 and something matches every year. Like, what are you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Yeah, I thought it was a great performance, and like she's super over, and the crowd is clapping for her and all that kind of stuff. And Mirai Mania's a thing. We're here.
I had to get Mirai in the dress.
Yes. So she we'll just add this now. Like after the red belt match, she comes out and she gives her speech. She literally says, like, I've been doing this for like 2 years, and like this is the first like award I've ever won for wrestling. And she talked about like she wanted to make it to the top, and she said like she was gonna, like, she felt like where she was at, she had a glass ceiling, but now like she can do it. She could do more now, right? And it's like, oh, okay,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there you go. And then like, it's interesting like to listen to Red Leaf Retrocast and talk, and hear JD talk about it. Is like before their Sumo Hall show was like the princess champion was Miyu, the the international princess champion was Maki, the tag champions were Yuka and Mizuki. It's like, oh, these are all the same exact champions with the same exact belts from like 3 years ago, or from 2020 or 2019. Mm-hmm. Like, you just looped all the way around. And like, even with like Mina here, there and gone, Unagi there and gone, Natsupoi there and gone, like Mirai was still like this promising rookie that like was gonna have to eat shit for like 2 years or 3 years before she ever got to like a mid-card status. Like, like I don't have much to say on Tokyo Joshi Pro and their booking philosophy, because like they're successful given what they're working with, right? But it's like not everybody, like, I know it's a thing in Joshi, like not everybody needs to be a young girl for basically 3 years before they ever go somewhere. Mm-hmm. So like for me, like when people complain about these pushes, it's like, well, compared to what? Compared to most wrestling you watch, or most wrestling around here, or just compared to Joshi?
Interesting,
bro. Like,
to consider.
Yeah, like if this was AJW, like Utami would still be a fucking young girl. She'd still be in the fucking. She would still be in the fucking swim trunks.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, like
I understand we're talking about like a different level of athlete, and everybody's 6 foot or 5'6" and all that shit. Whatever. Like, really, she was capable of this, and you just
Yeah, man. If somebody can carry it, like, I think you gotta like I can understand if Mirai was stinking this bitch out, like, and it was just like some thing that she wasn't over or anything like that. Like, nah, man. Like,
she's doing everything you ask somebody that gets a push to do.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So
relax.
Right.